Come get this meat. No, did it?
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kings.
When you hit the wrong button and it sounds funny, is that
new way to open up?
what are you gonna do? It was funny though.
It was funny. Yeah, it was funny, man. Humble Kings radio show. What up with it, everybody? It's your host T Barlow, and here to my right, it's none other than the infamous.
Oh, I didn't bring that one in.
He didn't bring that one in. DJ Flyness. It doesn't matter.
I have been working like super hard. There's so many clips that I have to bring in for the new show, for the comic book show.
Okay.
That we have this week. We have a 5-minute intro now that's new. That's insane. I would guarantee you it would take at least 6 weeks for you to see everything on a minimum.
Okay, I got you.
Because that's how.
So basically, the first time you see it, you need to go back and watch it at least 6 times. Is what you're saying.
So every week you're gonna look at a different spot, guarantee it. We have new segments on the show that I've been making. I had James Earl Jones passed away last night, so I made a tribute video for him for the show.
That's what's up. Yeah.
So maybe we'll play it on both shows. I don't know.
Yeah, we can. You know, the King, Jaffe Jofar. You know,
why not? I'll play it on the show, and we'll play it on the comic book show. How about that?
Yeah. I also got what's the name? Roger that has sent the message talking about.
I saw that about.
Peter Renaday.
Yeah.
The voice of Splinter. Yeah, has passed, man. You know, you think about it, man. It's around that time where a lot of our childhood greats are going to be going home.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they going home. So, you know, hopefully they ain't going there. I don't believe everybody go to heaven. So, you know, we just go ahead and keep it real. Hopefully they're somewhere resting in peace. You know, we can only hope. You know, I don't know one way or the other. But having said all of that, they passed. We know that this is we're coming around that era where a lot of our greats are going. Like somebody said, yesterday when I posted about James Earl Jones, it said sadly he passed away. It seems like, why is it sad? Like he was 93, and it's like, I get what you're saying.
It's still sad. I get what they're saying, but sometimes you don't realize, you don't. Hey, Jessica, you don't know. We don't know celebrities per se personally, but there are those that when they pass, it hits you in a way that you didn't think was going to hit you. Does that make sense? Sometimes.
I think the only time it actually really hit me was DMX.
Okay. Well, James Earl Jones hit me. I knew he was old, and it's gonna happen one day, but it still hit me. Right?
Yeah, I mean, no, don't get me wrong.
I still said no.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Like, there's always that general like, hey, that is sad. I'm with you on that. Like, it's like, oh man, because it just reminds you of the fact that an era that once was no longer is.
Yeah, got you.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm with you on that. I'm talking about the one where it was just like, it kind of messed me up. Where it's almost like, man, if I was it's really more so like if I wasn't mature enough, and it's gonna sound so jacked up, I'd probably be like, yeah, man, I need a mental day. So I'm not saying that taking the mental days are immature. I'm just saying where like
you would have needed a mental day for somebody you never met before.
Yeah.
Or maybe met, but don't know.
I never met him. I met him through his music, and that's about it.
So let's get to a very quick song. And then when we come back, I will play this video. Maybe GT will just cut out the music, or maybe he'll keep it in because there are clips with audio things in it. It was real quick, so sorry if it's crappy, guys, but it was quick. I didn't have a lot of time. I had a lot of stuff I was doing yesterday and today.
Well, let's make it do what it do. Humble Kings Radio. We'll be right back.
Right back. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know what happened. I guess we're not going to play that song. All right.
Well,
all right. So let's play. Let's play this then.
True. God been on the move, informing the confused. He ain't got nothing to prove. He ain't never finna lose. I'm saying what's untrue. I'm praying he undo all the things that I've been through. But Jesus, he came through. There's nothing he can't do. You can hold me back, never. Yeah. This my season, ain't no black pepper. Yeah, devil is a lie, I'm a fact checker. Yeah, God been on his app, I got his track record. Yeah, good kid, wrong crowd, one night, hometown, 30 deep, on route to a party, when a police blurped up. Found an assault rifle, soon as they searched up. My God, if you get me out of this, I swear. Ooh, if you wanna see me in a church, I'm near. 10 cop cars, 20 cops came about the huddle. Took the hangers off of me like they out by the trouble. Too close. I needed you at the last minute. Yeah, you came through, now winning you clutch. So clutch, so clutch. My God, so clutch. So clutch, so clutch. That's why I be winning. So clutch, so clutch. My God, so clutch. So clutch, so clutch. That's why I be winning. Ain't it funny how it turned out? Lady committee, then I burnt out. Maybe in high school, but it worked out. Now I'm raising my kids in the church house. It wasn't making sense. I had the glow, I had the shows, I was the main event. Back at the home, something was wrong, I couldn't pay the rent. Knock on my door, write envelope, somebody gave a gift. God always find a way to come through for me. Realize nothing that he won't do for me. Even when I quit jobs, acting goofily. Somehow he made sure to have a roof for me. Yeah, it gets many, but you can't take away the memories God gave me. Demons come against me, they tell me they all hate me. Cause I'm in good hands, I am, he all state me. It's all great. Oh, I needed you at the last minute. Yeah, you came through, now winning you clutch. So clutch, so clutch. My God, so clutch. So clutch, so clutch. That's why I be winning. So clutch, so clutch. My God, so clutch. So clutch, so clutch. That's why I be winning.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
And we are back.
Like, did I say rear end collisions last week? I had another one.
No, you said that to somebody. I don't remember who, but it wasn't on the show.
Okay, well, we're back, like rear end collisions. Yeah. Where was it? Oh, you know what? I don't know.
I remember you said, I remember looking at you like, that was weird.
What was that the drive-in?
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why I felt weird, because we was at the drive-in.
Yeah. It's all good, man. Yo, so, did you I feel like I was waiting for. Okay, no, you did it. Okay, yeah, Miles Minnick. He's making a lot of noise these days. Plus, you know, we need to do a show. I guarantee you, if I put on there, it's like, yo, we about to go live, Humble Kingz radio show, and we're playing everybody's like music with live reviews.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna apologize. Andre, I cannot play your song today. For whatever reason, every time I download that video, it kills the audio. So you gotta wait another week. All right. Let's go to I might be able to splice something together while we're talking, but I probably won't. Let's play this video right quick. I will put this. Trying to decide if I'm going to put this on the side or just make the video whole. What do you want? Put this to the side?
This James Earl Jones?
Yeah.
Make the video whole, because if I cry, I want to be able to hide it.
All right. So we're going to make the video whole. And here we go. Let me kill this music. All right.
A king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king. Ray, people will come, Ray.
They'll come to Iowa for reasons they can't even fathom. They'll turn up your driveway, not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past.
What happened?
Your father thinks he's Superman.
Well, nobody's walking over me. I don't care how many they are.
We'll talk about this baseball. Come on. Burn you the way to paradise! Your Willie's in jail. You just smelling gravy here.
How you know where he at?
I'm the jungle like you, baby, and I hear the drums. Let me guess. You like Star Wars. You know, I've been in other movies. But you don't care about those, do you? I have one thing to say to people like you. I like Star Wars too.
No, I am your father.
So this is a big deal, huh? Okay. If you say so, thank you. Ah, Sheldon, this is the perfect end to a perfect night.
Our great king had gone away forever. Glad it's not.
He's leaving on that midnight train from the moon down. Leaving on the midnight train. Yes, he is.
Son. Yes, my father.
Said he's going up, going up.
Remember what I told you.
Sahara in the sky.
I'm going to die now.
Oh, yes, he is.
Come now, Father. Everything is going to...
Oh, please don't leave us. Take us instead. Take us on that midnight train from the moon. Take us on the midnight train from the moon. 'Cause this nation's only hope, its ruler of this land, is a son who can't have a son of his own. What's even the point? There's not even a point. Say it, say it, say it.
There it is.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that was dope. You need to upload that. Period.
Really, you think so?
Yeah, definitely. Like, man, give it to me. Let me put it on Facebook like I did it.
Okay.
I'm joking. You ain't got to do all that. But no, I would credit you though. But I'm saying like yeah, if you shoot me that video, I'll post it.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, and you should probably put it on our that's dope. That was nice.
Yeah.
That made me want to go back and watch every last one of those movies.
But those movies, right?
Every last one of those.
That's
movies.
probably so hard. Like when I was doing it, I was like, "Dang, now I want to just sit here and just watch these movies."
Yeah.
And
hey, his daggum hair pieces in Meteor Man was ridiculous. Like honestly, like he was ahead of his time. He don't realize it. He was trolling Tyler Perry with those hair pieces. Really? Tyler Perry didn't know it yet.
I want to say that I can't even say the word. Strategically, pit those movies to show his range.
Yeah.
Right. James Earl Jones, he did not put himself in a box in TV show. Sorry, he did not put himself in a box at all. Like if he liked the character, he did it. He didn't care. It drama. He was a bad guy. He was a good guy. He was, whatever. He did it. If he liked the script, he wanted to do it. He did it. There was one that I wasn't able to get in there, and then I ended up taking it out anyway because most people never seen the movie, and it was the Soul Man. But it was a movie that I enjoyed as a kid. My mom had it and everything. It's probably one of the first movies that got canceled.
Yeah. Yo, let me tell you, like he was a master craftsman. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and that's what it was. Like, and it's like you can see it and you can feel it. Like it resonates off of him. Like, dude, like it's like you can tell he enjoyed like what he did. And if he didn't, he was a great actor and making us believe that he enjoyed what he did. You know what I mean? And I I don't think he ever took a role in which he compromised anything.
Right.
Like I don't recall him being like ever having
somebody
strong
would call a sellout or something.
Yeah, I mean, like no cross dressing roles that I know of. I don't know, but it's like and it's so like I said, it's so crazy because like it almost seems like for his caliber of acting, Meteor Man would have been beneath him.
Right. You're absolutely right. I get what you're saying.
But yet he took that role, and him taking that role did not destroy his trajectory of acting. And then like I like how folks really like how they recognize that chemistry between him and Madge Sinclair, right? The Madge Sinclair is the one who plays the Queen in both Coming to America and in Lion King.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So and I think the two of them had a TV show together. That was a sitcom he used to have, if I'm not mistaken.
You probably did.
Now I gotta look that up, man. So I mean, so I don't know where you want to go next while I look this up. If you want to go somewhere,
Christina, what did I just come into? We were talking about James Earl Jones. I just played a video. We made a tribute video, a Humble Kingz tribute video to James Earl Jones. So we were talking about his range when it comes to acting, like he was just out of the box. You know, he's one of those few actors that he didn't pigeonhole himself at all. So such a great actor. So a huge miss in the community and all that. So I sent you T the video so you can upload it where you please. Maybe I don't know. Are you admin on the Humble Kingz website?
I think I'm admin-ish.
If you're not, I will go on Facebook. I will break my Facebook rule and go on there and upload it, or at least go on YouTube and upload it. But so that was it.
I'll work it out. Let me see here real quick. Christina should be up in a few minutes.
Yeah. I do want to say something. When I was making the video, I knew that I was going to use that last clip, the last clip that I put in the video. It was the first clip that I went for, right? Because I remember watching it and when it first came out, and I was like, man, that's how I'm going to picture James Earl Jones dying, like with a smile on his face, right? And so when I saw that he passed, that was the exact image that popped in my head, was him, you know, slumped over, but with a smile on his face, like, I had a great life. Don't be sad for me, you know. So awesome. And I gotta find a new song too.
That was a perfect. That was a perfect end, man. So I'm uploading it now. Yeah, man, I like to actually like I want to watch that again. Like that was really good.
Well, you will get to watch it again on the Humble Kingz Comic Book Show. Everybody, join us for the Humble Kingz Comic Book Show immediately after this. We're gonna start around the same time, but like I said, there's a 5-minute introduction video, and it took me forever to make. I would just tell you this: I used over 90 movie clips, for this 5-minute intro video. So, oh my goodness, it was rough. I actually regret it I actually regretted doing it when I started it, but I felt accomplished once I finished. So, we're not expecting a lot of people to be in right now because it is debate night between Harris and Trump.
Yeah.
So everybody is watching two people lie their lie their butts off right now. So just remember to recognize the lies, recognize what the president can and cannot do, what needs to go through the House and Congress, and you know, if you're a Democrat and it's a Republican ran House, you ain't getting crap done, or vice versa, because parties are about themselves and not about this country. Please do remember I can't do this debate. I know T was just telling me he was watching a little bit of it. And what you say, T? Oh, they were asking questions, but questions wasn't being answered, right? Which is always the case, right? I do not like when a person says, you know, what are you going to do about this? And they go, I'm going to do this. And then when you go, well, how are you going to do it? And they don't have an answer to that. All right. So that's real quick to let you know that they're just trying to get votes and it's not really the plan.
I mean, you know, like, and like I said, it's like watching two people like just bicker back and forth. It was like watching two kids in a junior high argument, you know, pointing fingers at each other. And it's like, yo, like I get it. You got to make the other person look bad in order to make yourself look good.
I don't think you need to do that though.
Oh well, no, my fault. I get that that's their strategy, but here's the thing though.
Strategy of politics.
I would argue.
Well, I'm not even gonna say now. It's always been that way.
I would argue that the two of them do have to do that because they're both looking bad, regardless. Like no matter how you cut it, they know they look bad to somebody. So if I can make the other person look worse than me, then boom. Yeah. That's the only reason why Trump won the last debate was because Biden looked worse.
Look bad. Right. I can tell you that when you know, you do have people that will come to your house and knock on your door, and not necessarily for president election, but for, you know, Congress or House, or, you know, House seats, or mayor or governor. You'll have people who represent them come to your house. And I tell people the same thing if they come to my house and they say they want to talk to me about politics, about this particular candidate that they're representing. And I say the same thing. If you cannot talk to me by just telling me what your policies are and how you're going to I can't say the word that I'm thinking in my head.
Basically, how are you going to go about implementing these policies?
That's the word I was going to say.
And what is it going to cost? And what is it going to cost me?
Right. Well, so the thing was, I want to know what you're planning. How are you going to put that plan into action? And that's it. Do not tell me what the person who's in that position is doing now or what they plan on doing. We're not talking about them. We're talking about what you're going to do. And if you can't talk to me without talking about the other person, then see you later. Adios. Goodbye. Sayonara.
And that's basically what we were getting. And here's the thing. Here's what trips me out. And I don't care. Like people on both sides of the argument are so blinded by whoever it is that they like. It's almost like they can't see the manipulative tactics that are taking place from both of them. From both of them.
Correct. From both sides.
Yeah, from both. Yeah, and it's like, dude, like I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. This vote is literally a choice between either eating your dookie or drinking it. Now, which one is eating and which one is drinking is up to you.
I say we just stick with what South Park gave us years ago. Are you ready for the turd sandwich or a giant deuce? Don't know which one is which, but I'm just telling you, we got a turd sandwich and a giant deuce. That's running for president.
Yo, man,
you think who was what? I don't know who was what.
Hey, whichever one floats your boat.
So yeah, it just goes to show, you know, it's a shot in the dark. I do always encourage people to go vote no matter what. I am a person that I tell people, like, look, I really don't want to hear you complaining if you don't vote. So go out and vote. Yeah.
I would say this. I don't believe in that. Like, I mean, I agree that voting should be a right to everybody. But then also, like, with it being a right, I should have a right to not participate in something if I believe, if I'm looking at
you do have the right to participate. I just don't like hearing people complain about certain things when I'm like, "Well, did you vote?"
Well,
you know,
but here's the thing, though.
You can vote for a person, right? You can vote for a person and then disagree with what they're doing.
But
and say, you know what? I wish I didn't vote for that person.
Here's an issue, though. Biblically speaking, right? If something is like really going against your conscience, and for you to act on that, even though it's going against your conscience, you're not doing that thing from faith. It's making that thing sinful at that point. You just made a sinful decision. right? So if I can't in good conscience support either candidate, right? Now, I mean, I can go in there and then I can write a name in that don't mean anything, right? And why am I doing that? Just for the sake of saying that I voted? That's, to me, that sounds like a waste of life, right? If I can't in good conscience say one way or the other, it would be my Christian duty to not say anything about it. But that shouldn't stop me from saying like, hey, that's wicked. Something is wicked. Hey, this is out of pocket. I should be able to say that, right? You know, say like, hey, here's a better solution, or maybe try to find somebody to be in place for that better solution. But like, we automatically know it's either going to be Dookie Water or Dookie Sandwich, right? And so what I'm saying is that like, if a person chooses to not vote because of that, you know, that doesn't mean that they don't have a voice.
I no, this is just me personally.
I feel you. No, I feel you. I mean, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's why I disagree with this. What I'm saying.
This is me personally, and it's a lot of people who are like me. I remember being at work and somebody was just going ham on Trump, right? Going ham on him, and I was like, wait a minute, I could have sworn that one time we were talking about it, you said you was voting for him. He was like, I did vote for him. He was like, and that's my right, I get to vote for him. But he was like, I'm one of those persons who believes that you shouldn't complain about something if you didn't even try to do anything about it. So he was like, so I voted for him. He's not doing what I think he should have did. So now I get to complain about it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You know, I'm just making sure because I heard you say that you were voting for Trump. So it got weird for me when he was going off about it. So
yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, here's the thing, like I can still like say that, for example, if I chose to not vote, right? If I chose to not vote, I can still say like, yo, that particular policy right there is trash. I can still say that. I can still say like, yo, this is garbage, right? And then somebody could be like, well, yo, you didn't vote against the other thing. Well, here's the thing. I know for a fact that the other person would have had another policy just as trash. And this brings me to another point that I brought up to another Christian brother who feels like I feel. I was like, you know, who kind of feels like, yo, his position has become, how can you be Christian and participate in this election, right? Because you got two candidates who both have some anti-biblical, anti-Christian agendas. They're not. But that's what I'm. But it's one thing to not be Christian. It's another thing to be anti-Christian agendas. And that's what I'm saying. And so when you're voting for one of them, it's pretty much like you're saying like, hey, I'm supporting them being put into a place to where they can put this agenda in. At least that's how he's interpreted. That's how I even interpreted it at times. But there are some Christians who I would say what their voting is, they're looking at the two different candidates and they say like, hey, this is the agenda. These are the issues that I'm choosing to fight for the next 4 years. I think there's all types. Yeah, there's all types of angles to where you can come at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I always say, understand. Let me change this background. And that's why I always say, understand what policies are, what their policies are, and what they can and cannot do, because they're going to say things just for the sake of saying it, right? Because that's what their party represents. And so understand what they can and can't do. That's all I'm saying. Understand what they can and can't do, and recognize the lies, right? It's the thing that I helped my wife to understand when she became a citizen and she was able to start voting. I was like, you got to recognize the lies, because they're gonna say things that's true, but it's like a half true, right? I'm gonna give you two examples. They're both about Trump, so one is going to defend him, and one is not going to defend him, so people don't think that I'm bashing Trump. All right, so you have one angle on Trump where the Democrat side would say, during Trump's administration, we had the highest rated unemployment rate in the history of America since the Great Depression. Okay, well, that's true, but we also was in a pandemic, right? They're not gonna say that part. So, you know, it's the truth, but it's a half truth. That's not his fault. every country was shut down. It wasn't just us, right? So why are you throwing that out there, right? You're throwing it out there to make it look bad, right? Now, on the Trump side, he does the same thing, just to make himself look good, which is, during my administration, gas prices was at, a 20-year low. Well, again, that's true, but it's because we were in a pandemic. Nobody was driving.
Hey, I ain't gonna. Right? I ain't even mad at it. But I would have said that too. Though. I'm like, yo, by the way.
But you see how that works. So you guys have to recognize where they are telling the truth, but they're leaving things out to make another person look bad or to make themselves look good. You have to look at those things, right? You have to use wisdom and not just listen to what they say, but check out those facts.
Yeah, indeed. It's puffery, and that's the thing. Like, I don't trust probably like 80% of what I hear from the media. I mean, like I've seen how the media gets down, and that's the thing. Like, and that's another thing about tonight's debate. Tonight's debate, the moderators seemed biased, like they were more pro Harris or whatnot, right?
It depends on what you're watching.
No, well, no. I mean, this was like an ABC debate. What I'm saying is like,
ABC is
the way
channel you're watching.
Yeah, the way the moderator was kind of moderating that whole ordeal. Like, it seemed like there was a favoritism towards Trump, and towards Harris or whatnot on that. You know what I mean?
And it probably was. I don't watch.
Yeah. And so what I'm saying is though is that, like, again, like, if you're not privy to that, it's going to look like, oh snap, Harris is killing them. And although I do got to say this, from what it looked like, in all honesty, it did look like it did Harris. It's crazy tonight. I would argue Harris probably looked better than Trump. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I had to go off of from what I saw, Harris looked better. You know what I mean?
These debates are more for people who are independent, like myself, or just not, or maybe they are registered for a particular party, but they're not happy of what's going on or whatever. So they're I don't watch debates. I don't go back and listen to them. Blah blah blah. You can go on their pages and see what their policies are. And once you see their policies, there should be some type of thing on there that's showing you how they're planning on putting that policy into action. If it's not, then skip it, right? Because building a wall and making Mexico pay for it is it's not a policy that's in a plan that's put into action. It's not, and that's why we don't have a wall.
Yeah.
Because I can't build a wall where my next door neighbor dogs I can't build a fence because my next door neighbor dog keeps coming in my yard pooping and then give them a bill. Here's what you gotta pay, right? It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. So, so let's get to a song right quick.
Indeed.
This is the Poppa Kingz. Hold on, let me get this ready. This is the Poppa Kingz old school song of the week. Poppa Kingz. Go to the description, find out where Poppa Kingz is going to be at this weekend. We're having a little issue with the flea market. The person who running it is sick and in the hospital, so they're being pushed back until she gets better. So go on to our description, click on the link, find out where Poppa Kingz is going to be at this weekend, because I'm not sure if we're doing a flea market this weekend or not, but if he is, it will be on that link. But yeah, Poppa Kingz,
come get this meat. No did it.
It's like things happen and then we change, but and somehow we go back to being the same until things happen.
Well, it's my monthly trip from Philly through Jerusalem, and I'm almost into NY City as I enter the Lincoln and shift the fifth on my gear shaft. Can't help but picture aircraft, chaos, mayhem, bloodbath. It's ill math, cause it makes no sense. Somebody chose ill path, now life's intense. But God got an ill wrath, which is consequence. But back in real time, on real streets, on real earth, I see real cats putting in what they call real work. Cause somehow the towers ain't fall down on their cannabis and coca flowers. They got joker power. They tell a riddle to the world at large about somebody sleeping in their bed and eating their porridge. But it ain't Goldie, cause when I heard what they told me, sound like they were playing an oldie. Through the tunnel, bogart a few cars, then I break loose and make my right on 4 deuce. I think it's essential for us to understand what everybody went through. I get the Times Square and not even a bold blue. So was it as bad as the hazard seemed? Cause life looks real good on these plasma screens. I guess it's like a Nazarene hanging on a jagged beam and people still not understanding what it means. Cause life got a way of just rolling on and we got a way of just holding on. And it's things like this that force us to remember heaven. Cause we won't forget September 11. And we pray every day that it won't happen again. But then we celebrate sin and it feel like 9-10. Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Over and over and over and over again. Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Over and over again. Meeting done, back home is where I'm looking. Wish I had time to check my man, brother Pete, who's chilling in Brooklyn. But it would surely stink to miss T.O. fill up the big link. So I got to get back down the way to P-H-I-L-A, Delphi A. Straight master blasting all of the joints I like. See the NY skyline as I NJ turn the pipe. During the ride, can't hide from the thoughts that drug me. And how terrorism is ugly. Can't help but think about the chief terrorist who operates more like a Swedish masseuse massage therapist. He's a master at helping the world to lighten up. He wouldn't want your righteous living muscles to tighten up. I'm in North Jersey, pushing through the factory smoke. Letterman and Leno was scared to tell a joke. All sports commissioners cancel games. Even entertainers ain't wanna entertain. I wonder what it's really saying when MTV's Real World put on clothes, circle up and start praying. I'm at exit 4, almost at the critic. Pay my toll and hand my money to a bigot. Guess ain't much change, except for that guy who sold all them flags. Now he drives a Range. It'll bring frustration to see the Capitol Hill. God bless America, 50-part harmonation. Cause it'll harm a nation to see them sentiments stall. Then here, get them commandments off the wall. But it only makes true what the Bible says about men. Let us choose, and it feels like 9-10. Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Over and over and over and over again. Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Over and over again. Well, I'm back at the spot, park the whip, hang up my coat, give my beautiful wife a kiss. She done fix me a gourmet meal. As I eat, my mind wanders back through the whole ordeal. Time done passed, few years later, dead Afghani, growing Al Qaeda, dead Iraqi, free Saddam Husseiners, but ain't none of this stop what the DJ's playing. Cause the pimp's still pimping, ballers still balling, killers still killing, MCs is yes y'allin'. Respectable women, collegiate and studious, now pursue PhDs in how to shake the gluteus. We don't watch our tongue, ain't humble when we talk. We just so excited to know that Jesus walks, but Jesus talks and he got a lot to say. We too busy watching cribs, learning styles of feng shui. I got my remote Monday night kickoff as I'm watching Donovan. Who knows shots could lick off. Remember 9-10, God couldn't say jack. Then on 9-16, every church was packed. Why is that? That it takes something so scary before a nation wants to make God primary. Or maybe it's just we want protection, but not the kind of stuff that'll force life introspection. So once war's over and we got homeland security, who needs God's opinions of morality and purity? Cause we gon' clone and have sex in the city and make absolute truth bow down to committee. Our kids live dark dreams playing Grand Theft Auto while we redefine marriage and step into the portal so we can forget what God has done since then. Build a monument to 9/11 but live in 9-10.
Forgive me, all of those who lost loved ones in 9/11. Can never feel like 9-10 for you. Lord be with you. For the rest of us, how quickly we forget. Let's repent and return to the God who can keep us, not only now, but forever. Don't it feel like 9-10? Don't it feel like 9-10? Man, it feel like 9-10 over and over and over and over again.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
And we are back.
Like Mufasa when he had to get Simba in line because he forgot who he was. He forgotten him. And he needed to get back to
James Earl Jones in that Mufasa movie that's coming out? Is he the voice? Or did
I feel like he is not, because I think that was an issue. So now I gotta look that up.
Yeah, I wonder that now. Oh, I'm on this page right now. Acting credits. I see the last thing that he did was Obi-Wan Kenobi. So no, he's not in that. Man, that's trash.
Yeah. Hey,
that's trash.
You know how much money they would have made if he was? Because it'd be like, yo, this has been his last performance. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's already trash. Like it's not trash because he's dead. It's just trash because like he's the voice of Mufasa.
Yeah, but you know, it's just like, well, you don't really care. You don't really do like anime, but like there's this new Dragon Ball series called Dragon Ball Daima or something like that. I might be saying that name wrong. I don't know. But like Akira Toriyama, who had recently died, who was the creator of Dragon Ball, he worked on this. And so because he worked on it, this is the last thing that he worked on before dying. It's like, oh yeah, we're all gonna check it out now because of that. Because he was directly involved in it. And so, you know, I mean, like it just adds that much more. So like, yeah, like if James Earl Jones had did any voice of the Mufasa in this, like folks would have jumped on it simply because like it would have been like his final performance. You know what I mean? But not that anybody could have saw it coming. You know what I mean? Right. Not that anybody was like, you know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, they just put I just know for a fact it would have just hit.
Yeah, trash. So, we talked a little bit about the debate. We talked a little bit about James Earl Jones. You know what? Shout out to Poppa Q for that song.
Yeah,
like I didn't get why I saw it said 9-10. And I was like, I've never heard the song. So I was like, okay. He was like, you got to play this song today. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, that's his request for the week. So when I get it, I go, when it starts playing, I was like, oh, okay. Today's date is 9-10. And that's actually a real good song. I like the concept in that song.
Yeah, man. Poppa Q was a visionary. We don't even realize it. Right. Hey, you know, one thing I do want to say, want to keep the students of Northwest High, the students of staff.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Here in Omaha, Nebraska, there was a shooting incident at Northwest High School. Last I heard, there was one kid who was injured. Shot in the stomach. I think, right? Does that sound about right? Last I heard, critical condition.
When I first read it, it didn't say where the student got shot. It just said that they were in critical condition.
Yeah,
and that they had a suspect in custody.
Yeah. So, you know, still a lot of unknown right now. That's the school where my mentee actually goes to that school, and so one of the first things I did was call his dad. We're just like, hey, you know, any word? And he was like, yeah, you know, I tried calling, I didn't get any answer. The school was on lockdown. Very scary situation. I can't imagine as a parent how I would feel knowing that an incident is happening at a school where my children are. But I'm gonna say this much: it doesn't matter if those aren't my biological children. I'm a village type of person. Like one thing about me is like your children are gonna always be safe around me, as if they were mine, as if they were my kids or if they were my nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? So whoever, I hope, you know, I'm
the same way. You know I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna treat your kids like me. I'm gonna discipline them.
I'm gonna whip kids. I'll beat the stank off your kids if they get out of
bring
line.
your kids over here. You don't want them to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Critical condition with a gunshot to the stomach. Christina said, yeah. So, so prayer for that child, because you know what, a 15-year-old is still a child, man.
It's sad that it's sad that these things. I mean, and I'm saying sad because I'm really I'm at a loss for words for a lot of things that's happening, and it's like it's reflective of the society that we live in. How we have just people who are a lot of kids these days. They just don't care. I mean, legit. You'd be surprised, man. You're talking with them, because I work with a lot of these kids going into the jail systems and so forth. You know, it's different. And I'm not trying to say that we had it better when we had organized gangs. But what I'm saying is that it's different because these kids aren't this isn't gang violence. This is they're cliques. They're not necessarily gangs. You know, we can classify it as gang violence, but with gangs, you know, you had an organizational structure. You had OGs who were keeping certain things in line. There was still a measure of a code that was in place for gangs. These kids have no code.
Yes.
You
are absolutely right. For anybody who don't, I just deleted something. I didn't mean to delete it. For people who don't understand where T's coming from, especially it just means you're probably too young or you didn't grow up with gangs. I grew up in Watts, and you know, after the riots, there was a truce between the gangs, and as that generation got older, that new generation that came in way harder and made way more, and I hate to say the word crazy, but way more crazier. You know, it was before, right? We have wars because people are trying to make names for themselves. They don't understand street code. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, there's this saying talking about there's no honor amongst thieves, but no, there was still a code in which that was widely respected. You certain territories you didn't go into for the sake of whatever, you know what I'm saying? And gangs could have there was a time where you can have two beefing cliques come together, you know, and call a parlay, come together and be like, hey, we're gonna talk this thing out. We're gonna get down to the bottom of it, and then at the end of the day, it's all right. Well, listen, you go to your hood and you be cool, you be cool. We gonna be cool, we be cool, and there's no more war between those two unless you violate whatever those terms are. And what I'm saying is now, when I was talking to some cats, you know what I'm saying, a couple of some young cats, I'm doing some work, you know what I'm saying, in a particular facility, talking to these cats, and I was like, well, yo, what if, you know what I'm saying, what if somebody sat down and mediated a truce or some terms, and they're just yo, ain't no truce. No, skip that. I ain't even trying to hear that. That's their mentality. It's I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear no truce.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No, when I see whoever, it's on site. Don't talk to me about it. I can't forgive the fact that you did yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? And I can't imagine them forgiving me. You know what I mean? That's their mindset. He said because their mindset is I can't trust that they would respect that truth. Because why? And they said, and what I'm telling you, they said it out of their own mouths. They're listen, we don't have no OGs, and right now, we're not trying to listen to what any other OG has to say about it.
Yeah. Because I was about to say it didn't matter if they don't have any, they don't want to listen, and that's the problem. You know, your OGs are there to tell you, I've been through that. Don't do it. It doesn't lead to anything. There's no point in doing it. And when you have, you know, younger people who you're trying to explain this to and they don't want to listen, you know, it is what it is. I think, I don't know if it was you that I was talking to, or I just, when I was in California and I was talking to my friends, I was like, look, to our kids and to teenagers, Like we are fossils, right? Think about this.
Yeah.
Think about this. Think about the things that we use in everyday life that we didn't have as kids and as teenagers. The internet, Wi-Fi, cell phones, streaming services. We watch CDs come and go. We watch DVDs come and go. Blu-rays come and go. You know, all these things that I could throw out there and say that wasn't there when we were kids. To us, like the kids can't fathom that, right? What do you mean there was no Wi-Fi? What do you mean there was no cell phone? What do you know? What do you mean streaming service? What do you mean you have to put a tape into a VCR and record it so you can watch another TV show?
What do you mean rotary phone?
Yeah, right. The landline. What's a landline?
What do you mean? What do you mean your tape pop?
Right.
What is it?
Right. You know,
typewriter.
My CDs are scratched up. You know what I mean? So, you know, technology it plays a role into your kids listening too. You know what I mean? Because they don't get it, and they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it, right? When if you take their phone away from them, it's like the worst thing ever. You know? No social media, even that. So, good Lord. Let's go to this last song, and then let's start going to our outro. I was able to, if you see, I kept looking down. The reason why, hold on, let me see what this thing says. Just working in the school system, even the things these kids are having, big beef over is such an overreaction more often than not. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this to say I'm soliciting y'all prayers. I'm working on something, and God willing, like should this thing take off, you know, it's going to help counteract a lot of even that, like what she just mentioned about how they process and respond to certain crisis and chaos situations. So y'all keep me in prayer. Keep the city of Omaha in prayer. Keep Northwest High School in prayer, and I mean the country, because you know we had because we had a straight school shooting in Georgia last week as well. You know, I mean, so like there's a lot that's going on. So yeah, and everybody in the White House is trash, past, present, future. So let's pray for our government.
Yes. All right. We'll be right. Ooh, that popped up on me. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's blessed life, baby. You know, let go. Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, you know I need it every time. Wake up with these blessings on my mind. Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, I need these blessings in my. More blessings is about to come. It's more for you, come get you some. I promise it's sweet like you gone. I can't run away from the crumbs. Now that I'm getting income, thanking God every time. Yeah, like what do you expect? I need all my blessings. Direct. Don't be jealous when you see them. Respect. Why would I wanna be if I'm next? Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, you know I need it every time. Wake up with these blessings on my mind. Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, I need these blessings in my. Blessed to see them coming, and it's sweet like honey, got a reason for it, life is more than money, we still gon' count it, all these blessings run it, nobody gon' slow me up, cause I cannot get enough. Yeah, like what do you expect? I need all my blessings. You're in. Don't be jealous when you see them. Respect. Why would I wanna be home if I'm next. Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, you know I need it every time. Wake up with these blessings on my mind. Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, I need these blessings in my life. Yeah, I need these blessings in my
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz. It's time for a sonic boom.
Make me some room.
Wrong button.
Hey! Every time I call you, every time I call you can get your something always come up. You make excuses so you can't come and come with me. Every time I call you to come with me so you can get your praise on. Something always come up. You make excuses so you can't come on and go with me. Go to church with me. Just one Sunday.
All right, and we are back with
church excuses.
Church excuses. Thank you.
You've been pushing your own buttons. You've been forgetting names. You've been mispronouncing words. But it's all good, man. We here together.
But the amount of brain power. So when you have long COVID, they have these things. They have this chart. One day I'll go over it, but it shows like what your brain uses every day, and then you have this thing that they call reserves. It's what your brain keeps to do things that you normally don't do, right? When you run errands and things like that, when you get upset about something, you have to fix a tire, whatever. My reserves is smaller than most. So when I do something like that video that I did that I had to finish today, it just put me in this, like I have no reserves left to remember things. Plus I watched 3 movies today. I went to the movies, watched 2 movies, and watched another movie today.
You're killing your brain cells,
Right.
son. You're killing your brain cells.
So, I mean, what are you going to do? All right, T, invite me to church.
Yo, man, Flyness. Once again, I am here inviting you to St. Matthew Baptist Church. You ain't came yet because you're a heathen. All right? 1001 North 30th Street, Omaha, Nebraska, where we do chicken right. And by chicken, I mean preaching the word, singing, worshiping, all of that, man. So come on through.
Football season just started, bro.
So
I can't miss the Niners beat the Cowboys.
First of all,
Christina,
everybody beats the Cowboys. So it's like it's just I know you got DVR. If you into football that much, you got a season ticket. You can probably just go home and just push the stuff on replay. Yo, just watch ESPN. They're gonna be talking about it all day,
all week.
Listen, matter of fact, yo, you from the 90s? Get you a VCR.
Get you a VCR.
Yo,
delete all the social media off your phone.
Yeah, and push record. Set it. I mean, you know what you're trying to. Yeah. But here's the thing, though. Check this out. What time does your football game usually start?
It depends on the week.
Okay. Typically.
So it depends on the week, right? So
typically you'd be home by the time. You'd be home by the time your game comes on. Because
it depends. It depends on if we have the early game or the later game.
Let me tell you this. But let me tell you this though. Here's another thing though. I just want to be all the way 100 with you. I know that football is an enjoyment for you, but hell isn't. Okay, football ain't gonna save you. Jesus will. And quite frankly, everybody beats the Cowboy. And then after that,
so it's okay if I come to church that I'm praying to Jesus that the Cowboys lose again. Y'all them haters.
In all honesty, I really don't care anything about the Cowboys. I just find it funny. I think it's fun to make fun of them.
It is.
Yeah, it is. 'Cause I don't care about football as is, and neither does Jesus. Because so I would argue you should probably spend more time praying about getting to know Him than whether or not if somebody wins a pointless game.
I don't think none of these football teams are glorifying Jesus in any of their names, or so I think we're good there to say that Jesus is not a football fan or has a football team.
I'm just saying, man, Jesus cares more about the souls of those players than he do about whether or not they scored.
Amen.
Yeah. So this has been Humble Kingz Radio. This has been your controversial stop. I'm surprised we haven't been canceled yet. It's mostly because don't nobody really watch us, but our faithful few. We thank God for you. So we ask that you tap in next week. Same humble time, same humble channel. Because you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be right here, right now with us, T. Barlow and DJ Flyness on the Humble Kingz Radio Show. Stay tuned. Humble Kingz comic book show about to come back with some of the same shenanigans with different material. And if you missed it earlier, you'll get a chance to see it again. The James Earl Jones tribute. Again, remember, keep our city in prayer. Keep our nation in prayer. So until next time,
I'm gonna call this our season premiere, Humble Kingz, because it's a Humble Kingz comic book show, because it's gonna be completely and utterly different. So season premiere. And hopefully next week, the Humble Kingz Radio Show will be a season premiere after I get finished going through some stuff too. If everything goes right this week, I have plenty of time, like I did this week, to finish what I did for the comic book show and relay that into the radio show also, because I really want to get this our 5-minute intro video done. I got a lot of pictures to go through, so that's why it's taking so long. So, but yeah, join us. See you next week.
Grace and peace.
Love you. Peace. Yeah, bye. I missed the button.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
Yeah. On the west side, feeling like a great. And I'm looking up to God like what a day. Thank you, God. I don't ever gotta worry about the hate. No. If it's ever any issue, then I skate. Vámonos cuando el DJ le da play. Dale play. Cada vez que ella me llama dice, hey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde voy? Yo camino como rey. Agua viva, aquí no existe la ley. No. Sweet just like Tampico. She from Puerto Rico. We gon' take it slow like Despacito. Suave like I'm Rico. She said, ay bendito. How you keep it real? Still connecting with the people. That's Jesus. I'm on 10 with all the crew. Talked to God and he said, boy, you ain't never hitting snooze. No, that's Jesus. Heard the tribe is on the move, and my life is like a carnival, dog. This that Celia Cruz. On the west side, feeling like a great. And I'm looking up to God like what a day. Thank you, God. I don't ever gotta worry about the hate. No. If it's ever any issue, then I skate. Vámonos cuando el DJ le da play. Dale play. Cada vez que ella me llama dice, hey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde voy? Yo camino como rey. Agua viva, aquí no existe la ley. No. Dice ven aquí, con el énfasis. Yo sé que nací para ser así. Young hijo de Dios, I ain't got no choice. Yo te canto en inglés and then en español. Yo tengo el flow de los cielos, todo lo que hago es eterno. Tumbo la puerta al infierno. Yo sé que yo no me quemo, es porque yo no lo miro. Dios a mi lado y yo sigo. Va preparando la mesa frente de mis enemigos. On the west side, feeling like a great. And I'm looking up to God like what a day. Thank you, God. I don't ever gotta worry about the hate. No, no, no. If it's ever any issue, then I skate. Vámonos cuando el DJ le da play. Dale play. Cada vez que ella me llama dice hey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde voy? Yo camino como rey. Como rey. Agua viva, aquí no existe la ley. No, no, no. Person I seen in my life, boy, you ain't really happy. Why you lying? Why you lying? You the saddest person I seen in my life, boy.
Omaha's #1